He sounds like a busy guy, some random guy like emailing him. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Hey, I ask you another question. A last question about YC. For YC, most companies, are there end goals to go through an IPO or just kind of maintain, stay private and just really excel and grow the business?
Yeah, I think the main goal is to become that billion-dollar unicorn. There's a lot of pressure from the investors. They invest in hundreds of companies hoping that one becomes a billion, so the other 99 that fail. So if you kind of put on the brakes and you raise your first couple million to go to the seed round, but then you don't keep pushing to get the billion-dollar company, they'll like kind of ask, what are you doing? That's not the mission. Um, and at that point, when you first raise your, I guess your first round, you still have control of your company. Let's say you give up 20% to the VCs, you can still
Hmm.
do whatever you want. But it's
Yeah.
once you get to that series B and C where you've given up, more than 50% of the control to your investors, now they're gonna, push you, IPO or bust. So
Yeah.
um, you got to decide if that's for you.
That's fascinating. And I've seen people I've interviewed before, right? They talked about kind of going to the actual IPO and being there for Series A, B, C, D, E, like everything. And they said it is stressful when the investors you're working with are really pushing you to keep growing and growing the company. And then you're experiencing hyper growth where your headcount is growing tremendously. A whole bunch of new teams and divisions are being built out of nowhere. And that team where you just knew everyone, it's now global. So that is fascinating. And then for your company right now, for Velt, are you guys kind of series A, B, C, seed round? What's it?
Yeah, we just raised a seed round, and we're actively trying to get to Series A. So.
That's awesome. I feel like you have some great founders too, and then I know you're on the team. You're probably the first product person there too, so I know you're gonna do an amazing job. I'm excited to see how you grow the product side, man. You're one of the like smartest and most technical people I know, as well as you put in the work in the business side. So I'm so excited for you to have this opportunity to kind of grow it, and you have so many great product people who are friends with you, like Yuna, Tiff, who all work on the product side. So you have all these like big tech experience. You have your big tech experience, and I'm very excited to see where your career goes these next few years. And I fingers crossed for you guys IPO and you never work a day in your life, and you become like that house in Pack Heights. You know, you buy a couple houses there, man.
That would be cool,
uh,
Angela. I'll invite you.
yeah, brother, count me in, man. I'll be the first one to buy you a bottle of wine, and we'll celebrate. I mean that. But yeah, Ben, this has been amazing. Like, thank you so much for teaching us everything about your experience. It's so I feel like your hyper growth, your career has been very inspiring. Getting to big tech so early on in your career, working at Netflix, working at Uber, seeing the hyper growth there, and then actually working at a YC company, and you get to be one the first product hire who gets to kind of build out the product side of the company. That is amazing. So I have one last final question for you, Ben. What is one piece of advice you would give to your younger self?
Yeah, that's a great question. I would say for for my younger self, I would tell myself like think about the most amazing thing you can do and then go do that.
That's amazing, bro. That's beautiful. Think about the most amazing thing you can do and go do that. And I think you have done that, my friend, right? Just shooting for the stars with Bell, shooting for the stars with UCLA, and just building out your dream life and your dream career, man. I know for those of you curious, Ben's been grinding. He went to Gunn High School. That was one of the best high schools in the Bay. So I know Ben's built a little different since he came out of the Bay. Now he's back and he's throwing his hat in the startup game with Velt with YC, and I'm so proud of you, my friend.